Okay, let's start again. Start tayo ulit. Okay. So, yung question number 1, bahapyaw na lang po nating daanan, discussion. Ulitin muna po natin kasi kanina may mga technical error sa discussion natin. Okay, and proceed tayo sa question number 1 again. According to the Robert Gagne model and providing structure approach of learning, this step is necessary as a guide to learners on what they will learn about. Okay. So, it is gain attention, B, inform learning objective, C, simulate recall prior knowledge, or letter D, providing guidance for learning. So, yung tamang sagot po sa question number 1 is letter A. So, si Robert Gagne's model po, they have 9 model. Ano-ano po yun? Number 1, it is gain attention, inform learning objectives, simulate recall prior knowledge, present the materials, elicit performance, providing feedback, assess performance, enhance retention feedback. So, yun po. So, the rest po nun is set aside natin yung video regarding sa model ni Robert Gagne. So, the answer in question number 1, inform learning objectives, it is letter B. Kasi napaka-importante po sa mga estudyante na malaman nila yung prior learning, especially on what they learn about. Kaya yung pinaka-main answer po dito is letter B. Yun pang tamang sagot sa question number 1. Okay, question number 2. Okay, dito po tayo. Proceed tayo sa question number 2. Okay, na lang ako ng correct answer nyo ha. Pakilagay na lang po. Okay, so sa question number 2, according to the Robert Gagne's model and providing a structured approach of learning, this is to reinforce or correct learning. So, ang pinag-uusapan po natin, yung approach na ibibigay natin sa bata is on how to reinforce the correct learning. Okay, it is letter A. It is elicit performance ba? Provide feedback, assess performance, or present the material. Okay, so dito po, ano ba pinag-uusapan natin? Positive reinforcement, right? On how we correct the student's learning. So do you think it is the illicit performance of the student? It is wrong, right? So the answer in question number 2 is to provide feedback. So nagkakaroon po tayo ng feedback sa mga correct learning na nai-encounter natin sa mga estudyante. So the correct answer in question number 2 is letter B. Again, the correct answer in question number 2 is letter B. Provide feedback. Okay, next question, number 3. It is the training modality where fast learners are given the opportunity to assess the slow learning. So, di ba may mga times po during pag nasa classroom management tayo, pag alam natin na yung prior learning ng bata is ahead, napaka-fast learner, di ba may times na itinatabi natin siya sa slow learner. Kasi para mag-guide nila yung mga estudyante na kailangan ma-cope up para hindi naman sila maleft behind. So ano po ang tawag dun sa learning na yun kung paano tayo mag-assess sa mga bata? So the answer is letter C, per teaching mentoring. So si dualized mode training delivery po, it is not congruent for the question number 3. So, si letter B naman, it is modular self-paced learning. So, modular, ibig sabihin, ano lang yung bata, in your own way, kung paano sila mag-aral. So, ito naman si letter D on the job training program. So, hindi po siya nasasabing assisting a slow learning. Kasi it talks about, OJT. Okay, so the correct answer is letter C. Okay, question number 4. It is training method that use active involvement of participant in the learning process that usually with appointed leader with a set of topics, main points, and conclusion are usually reported back to large group. Again, I will repeat the question. It is training method that uses active involvement of participant in the learning process that usually with appointed leader with a set of topic, main points, and conclusion are usually reported back to the large group. So the answer is group discussion. Kasi po, si forum, si debate, it is a moderator. Moderator lamang po sila. Kaya si forum tsaka si debate, it is not a correct answer. It is not talks about the appointed leader. Okay po ba? Okay. So, si brainstorming naman, like I said kanina, si brainstorming po, it is talks about collaboration. So, when we say collaboration po, it is talks about ideas. All of the ideas is accepted, whether it right or wrong. So, yun po si brainstorming. And then si group of discussion, dun po nagkakaroon ng appointed leader, tapos nagkakaroon ng set of topic, main points, and usually the conclusion of reported back to the large group. So the correct answer here is letter C, group discussion. Okay. Next question is C, number 4. Okay. Si number 5 naman, this method allow immediate practice and feedback. So, ito po ay nagkakaroon, pinag-usapan natin, these methods allows immediate practice and feedback. So, do you think it is letter A, case study, B, equipment situation, C, role play, or letter D, demonstration? Okay, tandaan po ninyo, si case study po, it is not an immediate practice. Bakit? Because si case study po, they gathered a statistic data. Okay? Nagkakaroon po sila ng data analysis and also it is we need a present data and takes time. Mahabang discussion po ito. Kaya hindi po pwede si case study as a immediate practice. Naunawaan po ba? So, si equipment and situation naman, it is a training ground of the students. So, iset aside natin si letter B kasi hindi din po siya si immediate feedback. How about si role play? Si role play po, it is a real situation. Diba real situation siyang pinapagawa natin pag meron tayong activity na pinapagawa sa mga bata. So, real situation siya, kumbaga, we need to enhance the learning capabilities of the student when it comes to role playing. Real situation po, it is role playing. So, yung demonstration po, when we are going to have a demo, so it is a immediate practice to have a feedback pag nagkakaroon tayo ng demonstration. So, the correct answer is letter C. Okay, next question. It is letter, number 6 na po tayo. Okay, ang dali nito. A training method that can help participant improve skills, attitude, perceptions in real situation is blank. Ano daw ito? Di ba na-discuss ko yung case study? They need a present data sa case study. Si role play, they have a real situation. Si discussion method, nagdi-discuss lang tayo pagdating sa loob ng paaralan. Okay, nagkakaroon ng palitan ng learning insight ang mga estudyante sa loob ng classroom. And then, hindi rin po pwede si lecture method. Naunawaan po ba? So, pag real situation ang pinag-uusapan natin to improve the skills, attitude, and perception of the students, so the correct answer is letter B. It is role play. Okay, pag na-encounter nyo po itong question na to, kahit pagbalik-balik ta rin man, ibahin ang terminologies, i-rephrase yung tanong, alam nyo po yung pinaka-main answer. So, the correct answer in question number 6 is letter B. Next. This is a clearly stated trainer's aid in delivering CBT. So, ano daw po yung dapat nating dito, ang tinutukoy natin is clearly stated as a trainer aid in delivering CBT. Okay, yung CBT po, hindi po siya pwede si lesson plan. Okay, i-eliminate na po natin si lesson plan. Okay, eliminate po natin si lesson plan. Okay, naririnig po ba ako? Okay. So, ayan. Saan na ba tayo natapos? So, dito tayo sa question number 7. So, sa number 7 po, excuse me, automatic, set aside natin si letter A, lesson plan. It is not a trainer aid delivery of CBT, right? So, how about si training activity matrix, session plan, and si letter D, workshop layout? Tatandaan po, si workshop layout po, meron niyang 9. Okay? 9 component si workshop layout. So, ito, i-explain ko ito sa panibagong video. Kasi si workshop layout po, napaka-lawak ng usaping ito. So, as far as I remember, siyam siya pero 6 lang yung medyo na-retain sa utak ko. So, sa 9 workshop layout po, natatandaan nyo po ba yung UPRAS? Yung UPRASS, UPRAS na tinatawag natin. Di ba si UPRAS, it is a body of registration of a program. So, pag nag-register po tayo sa UPRAS, napaka-importante po ng workshop layout. Ito po yung tinitingnan nila. So, kasi yung workshop po, it can be found inside the workshop mismo, yung workshop layout. Mga ano-ano po ba yun? They have supportive service area. Meron tayong tinatawag na learners resource area. Meron din po tayong tinatawag na practical area, trainers resource area, computer laboratory area, and distance learning area. So, bali, 9 lang po yun. I forgot the 3. So, supposedly, maidi-discuss ko ito sa susunod na discussion natin. Okay, yun po yung 9 workshop layout. So, how about naman si letter C, trainings activity? Tandaan po, si training activity matrix po, it is a guide of session plan. Guide lang po siya. Nakadepende po yung guide na ibibigay ni session plan. Okay? It is a daily training guide. Yun yung pagkakaiba nila. So, next, si letter B naman, si session plan po, ito po ang tamang sagot sa question number 7. Kasi si letter B, it is talks about trainer aid in delivering CBT stated. Naunawaan po. Ano po ba si session plan? It is the blueprint of CBT. It means it is a training plan. Training plan po siya. So, kailan po ba pwedeng ma-revise natin yung blueprint ng training plan ng session plan? So, pwede po itong i-revise weekly, monthly. Okay, pwede po itong ma-revise. Depende po sa gagawa ng CBT. Naunawaan po ba? So, tandaan, si lesson plan, ginagawa ito pag tayo ay magtuturo or magde-demo teaching. Kailangan ng lesson plan. Session plan, it is a blueprint of training plan. Okay, it is, kailan pwedeng i-revise? Pwede itong i-revise weekly and monthly. Ano naman yung training activity? Ito ay daily training guide of a session plan. Naunawaan po ba? Si workshop, they have 9 layout. Naunawaan po, it is very restricted na tinitingnan ni UPRAS. So, i-tinetest nila dito, in-inspect po nila kung okay po ba yung computer laboratory, distance learning ng mga training doon, practical area, computer service area, and also the supportive service area. Okay, kaya ang tamang sagot po sa question number 7 is letter B. It is session plan. Okay. What part of the competency standard dictates the criteria evaluating a skills or competency? Ano daw po yung nag-i-evaluate pagdating sa skills or competency? It is under finding knowledge or performance criteria. C. Critical aspect of competency. Ano po ba yung tamang sagot dito? Okay. So, ang pinag-uusapan natin, evaluating a skills. Paano natin makikita kung paano natin ma-evaluate yung skills ng bata? Aha. May nakikita akong tamang sagot na letter D. Bakit po nasabi niyong letter D, critical aspect of competency? Do you think it is the evaluation skills? It is wrong, right? O how about letter A? Under finding knowledge. Pinag-uusapan lang natin dito yung knowledge ng bata. Critical thinking. O under finding skills, ano yung mga skills ng bata na nakikita natin pagdating sa school? Okay, pag mag-i-evaluate po tayo ng skills, they have a performance criteria. Kung hindi man po performance criteria, for example, nagpa-laboratory tayo, they have a rubrics para ma-evaluate natin yung skills ng mga bata. So, the correct answer is letter B, performance criteria. So, again, pag na-encounter nyo to sa exam, competency standard dictates the criteria and evaluating a skills or competency. The correct answer is performance criteria. Okay. Next, number 8. So, dito tayo natapos kanina, right? What is the best place for electronic hand tools and equipment? Okay. So, ito po, may equipment. Kasi yung iba kanina, nalilito. Ang sagot is letter A. Okay, yung pagpipilian natin is A, B, C, or D. Ano yung letter A? It is toolbox. Letter B, tool cabinet. C, tool room. Letter D, tool bag. Tatandaan po, pag ang tanong lang is electronic hand tools, isagot nyo si toolbox. Pero pag may equipment, ang isasagot nyo po is tool cabinet. Opo, kasi maraming tools ang electronic hand tools, right? Iba-iba yan. Kaya, ang tamang sagot is tool cabinet. Huwag naman po si tool room. Kasi hindi naman ganun kalawak or kalaki yung karami yung electronic hand tools natin. Okay? So, si tool bag, it is not safe na gamitin natin as a best place of electronic hand tools. Okay, balik tayo. Okay. So, sa question number 1, the answer is tool cabinet. Excuse me. Okay, question number 10. It is a kind of diagram where all information, its symbols, and designation are emphasized. Again, the question is, it is a kind of diagram where all information, its symbols, and designation are emphasized. Okay. It is letter A, electricity. B, schematic diagram. C, wiring diagram or computer. Tandaan po, ang pinag-uusapan natin is symbols. Again, pinag-uusapan natin symbols. So, wala akong makikitang sasagot ng electricity tsaka wiring diagram. Kasi symbols and designation. Okay, the correct answer is letter B, schematic diagram. Okay, next, number 11. It is the end of the nail that extend beyond the fingertips. It is the end of the nail that extend beyond the fingertips. A, it is onyx. B, lanula. C, nail bed. D, matrix. Ano po yun? Beyond the fingertips daw. Ano po yon? You have 1 minute to think para sagutan yan. May nakita akong sumagot ng letter A. Bakit letter A yung pinili mong tamang sagot dyan? Okay. Okay guys, clear ko lang po to ha. Ano ko muna po yung slide. I-stop. Stop natin muna yung live. Aayusin ko lang po. Ulitin po natin yung question ha, kasi may error doon. Okay, share ulit natin. Okay. Ulitin natin yung question number 11 kasi may error pa ako nagawa rito. Okay. So, yung mga okay, very good. It is a pre-age po. Pag nasa dulo ng pero yung pinaka-question po kasi dito is wala yung pinaka-main answer sa question number 11 kanina. So, para magkaroon ng pinaka-main answer question, I will change the question para mas maunawaan ninyo. Okay, so here, ang pinaka-main question po talaga sa 11, it is the light-colored half moon shape at the base of the nail. So, half moon, nakikita natin yan sa pinaka-base ng nail natin. Si Lanula. Okay? Yun po yung main answer dyan. Letter B. Kasi si onyx po, it is a technical term of nail. So, kanina yung pinag-uusapan natin, ang tamang sagot po doon is si pre-age. Naunawaan po ba? So, kanina kasi, wala yung pinaka-main answer. So, in-revise ko na lang yung question. Ang inilagay ko na lang is yung pinaka-question talaga at di na ako nag-change sa pagpipilian. Okay, nagkaunawaan po ba? So, sa question number 11, the correct answer is letter B. Pag tinanong kayo, ang tatandaan, colored half moon shape at the base of the nail, the correct answer is Lanula. Okay. So, next is number 12. A person born with white hair, the result of an absence of coloring matter in the high shaft. It is albina, letter A, B, albino, C, albani, or albanoy. Okay, the correct answer is letter B. May natawa sila, oh. May sumagot ng letter A. Okay, natawa. Okay, pasensya na kanina sa question number 11. They have error na naman. So, change ko na lang yung pinaka-main question para makita natin yung pinakasagot. Na-revise ko na lang. Okay, pero yung unang tanong sa question number 11, the correct answer is pre-age. Okay? So, sa question number 12 po, the answer is letter B, albino. Okay, pag ang bata is ipinanganak na merong white hair, it is the result of an absence of coloring matter of the high shaft of the hair. So, the correct answer is albino. Not albina, not albani, and also not albanoy. So, the answer is letter B. Ito. This gives overall beauty and finished look. This gives overall beauty and finished look. Nasa cosmetology po tayo. A, it is blush on. B, powder. C, concealer. Letter D, lipstick. Ibig sabihin po, tapos na lahat. Ano ba yung overall para maging finished look yung isang, inayusan natin? Okay, ano ba sa question number 13? Okay, very good yung mga natin, reviewees ngayon. It is letter D. Lipstick. Ang raming nakakuha ng tamang sagot. Okay, the answer is lipstick po. Letter D, not B. Si concealer po, hindi po siya as a finish look pag tayo. Hindi rin po si blush on. Pag pinag-uusapan natin as a whole, it means lipstick. Pagtapos na po. Tapos ng ayusan. Yun po yung last na natin, si lipstick. Okay. What is the horsepower rating of an electric water pump if it has a power rating of 1.7 kilowatt? So, tatandaan po, ang 1 horsepower is equivalent of 1.34. Tandaan sa question number 14, what is the horsepower rating of an electric water pump if it has a power rating of 1.7 kilowatt? Okay, tatandaan ha, ang equivalent po ng 1 horsepower is equivalent of 1.34. Ano ang gagawin nating dito? Formula, you need to multiply lang. Okay? So, ang gagawin natin, 1.7 times 1.34 is equivalent of 2.3. Again, yung question number 14, you have 1 minute, diba? Sabi ko, may 1 minute kayo para mag-isip kung ano yung tamang sagot sa question number 14. Okay, again, in question number 14, what is the horsepower rating of an electric water pump if it has a power rating of 1.7? Okay, the answer is letter C, 2.3. Tatandaan nyo po, ang equivalent ng 1 horsepower is equivalent of 1.34. Multiply by 1.7, the total answer is 2.3 horsepower or HP. So, in number 14 question, the answer is letter C. Ito, question number 15. In question number 15, an instrument used to measure the resistance of the circuit. Ang tanong, future LPT yung mga nagre-review dyan. Okay. So, si Jessa, Queen Rowa, Jonathan. Okay, thank you so much. You get the correct answer. Okay, sino pa ba? Alin Lagunian, Sheena May, Rodel Ruiz, Sir, Romar, Sheila, Mars Granada. Sino pa? Jessa May, Romar. So, you get a correct answer in question number 14 and number 15. So, in question number 15, tandaan nyo po, in question number 15, an instrument used to measure the resistance of the circuit. Ano po ba ang ginagamit natin to measure the resistance? It is ohmmeter, voltage, ammeter, or multimeter. Okay, pag resistance ang pinag-uusapan natin, wag pong isagot si voltage, wag din isagot si ammeter, and especially si letter D, multimeter. So, pag resistance, automatic, the answer is ohmmeter, ohms. Resistance, ohms, ohmmeter po ang sagot. It is letter A. In question number 15, the answer is letter A. Okay. Sino nakakuha ng tamang sagot? Si John Mark, Eileen, Romar, Queen Rowa, Mars Granada, Roland, Sandra, Rachel, Laika Espirito, Christian, Jessamay, Angela, Angelica, Christian, Jonathan, Jo Marie, Romar, Aubrey, Kate, Angela. So, you get the correct answer in question number 15. It is letter A, ohmmeter. Okay. Next. Number 16. The unit of measure of electrical current is blank. Ano daw yung unit measure of electrical current? It is ohm, B, ampere, C, volt, D, watts. Okay, ano ba yung electrical measure ng current? Ano po ba? Okay, si ohm, di ba, it is resistance. Si volt, voltage. Si watt, power. Si current is si ampere. So, the correct answer is letter B. In question number 16, the unit of measure of electrical current is blank. A, ohm, B, ampere, C, volt, D, watt. So, the answer is letter B. Okay? Okay, si ohm kasi it is a resistance. Tapos si ampere naman, ginagamit natin ito to measure the electric current. Si voltage, sa voltage siya ginagamit natin. Si watt sa power. Okay, Jo Marie. So, ito pong si ohm, ampere, voltage, watt, pag-uusapan po natin yan mamaya. Okay? So, number 16. Basta tatandaan, pag resistance ang hinahanap, ang unit niya, unit of measure niya is ohms. Pag current naman ang pinag-uusapan natin, ang unit measure niya is ampere. Pag naman, power, ang unit niya is watts. Pag volts or voltage, volts talaga, ang unit power niya is letter volt mismo. Okay? Next, number 17. This is the main ingredient or framework of baked product. Ano daw yung pinaka-main ingredient ng baked product? It is sugar, B, egg, C, flour, D, shortening. Okay, kanina nasa electricity tayo, followed by cosmetology, food, trainer's methodology, and assessment. So, ngayon naman, naka-focus tayo sa food. Okay. So, ang tinatanong po dito is the main ingredient of a framework of a baked product. Ano po ba yung pinaka-main ingredient pag gagawa tayo ng baked product? Ito ba ay si sugar, si egg, si flour, or shortening? Ano yung tamang sagot sa number 17? Okay. So, Jonathan, Noraline, Bonifacio, Rodel, Rachel, Romar, Christian, Oliver, Merasol, Mars, Joy, Jessa, Queen Rowa, and July na may ba to? Okay. So, you get a correct answer. Ricalin Nagales. Okay, Peter. Okay, so the answer is letter C. Si flour po ang pinaka-main ingredient ng paggawa ng baked product. Okay, and Corpus, you get the correct answer. And Mickey, Ira, Joyce, Sevilla. Okay, shout out sa inyong lahat. Okay, the answer is letter C. It is flour. Okay, Shane. Si Shane, you get the correct answer. It is letter C. Okay. In number 18 question, by the way guys, lang to? 20 question. Okay. So, in question number 18, what vitamin deficiency is present when a person suffer from poor night or blindness? Ano daw yon? It is retinol, thiamine, niacin, or folic acid. Si folic acid po, ini-intake po natin ito kung tayo ay mga anemic. Aside of that, si folic acid, iniinom din to ng mga buntis. Okay, si thiamine na i-discuss ko na to sa inyo. Diba? So, the correct answer is retinol. Letter A. It is a vitamin deficiency na nagpe-present po sa tao or nagsasuffer ng poor night or blindness. The answer is letter A. Retinol. Okay, Rodel Ruiz, Jaren, Osha, Allen, Mickey, and Corpus, Oliver, Jonathan, you get the correct answer. How about the others? Farhana, Princess, Queen Rowa, Christian, Peter, Laika, John Mark, Shane, Ira Joyce, Ann Corpus, and then sino pa? Noraline, Romar, sino pa ba? Okay, you get the correct answer. It is retinol po. Okay. So, in question number 18, the correct answer is retinol. Anong letter? It is letter A. Next. Ito, fresh na fresh ito. Which is the low-cost, nutritious dish? Ano daw yung pinaka-low cost ng nutritious dish dito? It is grilled fish, B, beef broccoli, C, ginataang munggo with dilis, or letter D, chicken lollipop. Okay. Queen Rowa. Okay, totoo. Pause po ako kanina kasi sobrang starting 7 to 4, more on discussion kami, tas nagkaroon ng fine dining. So, may time din na ano tayo sa boses kasi maraming estudyante. Almost minsan pagpasok mo sa isang room, mga nasa 40 students, pag mahina-hina ang boses mo, di ka maiintindihan ng estudyante pagdating sa likod. So, talagang as a teacher, pag kayo pumasok kahit sa public, kasi mas marami sa public, talagang ang boses ang puhunan natin. So, may time na talagang magkakanda paos-paos tayo. Okay, in question number 10, it is ginataang munggo with dilis. Okay. Laban. Oo, talaga. Lalo na pag nagpasaway pang mga estudyante. Kasi kahit sa high school, mga high school na yan, may times din talaga na makukulit sila. Lalo na pag may mga hyper sila. So, kanina, stress talaga ako sa mga estudyante. Ang raming dun sa activity nila kanina. So, may mga error, may mga nakalimutan sa fine dining. So, mas marami kong saway kanina. Okay. Next is number 19. So, ito last question na to ha. Kasi 20 slides lang ang nagawa ko. Okay. So, pag ang pinag-uusapan natin is which is the low cost nutritious dish, the answer is letter C, ginataang munggo with dilis. So, ito po, aralin nyo po to ha, kasi minsan lumalabas to sa sa board exam. Na-encounter ko to nung September. Pero, iniba nila yung terminologies. It is not a low cost. Tinanggal nila yung low cost, ang inilagay lang niya is the most nutritious dish. So, ano daw yung pinaka-nutritious dish ang pwedeng nila, kainin or iserve. So, natural ang pipiliin natin is ginataang munggo with dilis. Opo. So, ayan. By the way, handle ko ang 7 to 10. Tapos ang handle ko lahat TLE and MAPE. MAPE and TLE po. Yung handle ko. Yung mga estudyante is, advisory ko is grade 7. Pero may mga subject ako sa 7 to 10 kasi nasa juniors. Apo, recorded po ito ma. Okay, so next is last na tayo. They serve as an introduction in formal diners or dinners. They serve as an introduction in formal diners. O ano daw yung pwede nating unang isiniserve natin in formal diners. Ito ba ay dessert, appetizer, salad, or beverage? Ano daw yung pinaka-introduction natin? Okay, Queen Roa, very good. Mickey. Sino pa? Si Darren, si Peter, si John Mark, Christian. Sino pa? Hazan, Allen, Mickey, Roland, Romar, Sir Rodel, Adrian, Ann Corpus, Jonathan, shoutout sa inyong lahat, Ira Joy Sevilla, Rica Lenegales. Okay, sino to? Parhana. I don't know how to pronounce your name. So, I think it is Pahana or Parhana. It is silent R. Romar, Princess, Jo Marie, Angela, Christine, Bonyang, ano to? So, Lovey Hope ba to? Si Lovey po ba to? Si Angela? Okay, so you get the correct answer. Yung pinaka-main introduction po natin pag nasa formal service tayo is si appetizer. Ano yung last natin doon? It is dessert or beverage? Dessert, salad, or beverage? Okay. No, September 2023 po ako nag-take. Opo. Queen Roa, September 2023 po akong nag-take. So, ayan, kakapasa ko lang nung, ano ba to? December 7. Okay, very good, Jumari. The last is si dessert. Yung hindi ko pa po na-add sa sa GC, wait lang po kayo kasi lahat po ng names nyo, iniisa-isa ko po yan na inililista yung name nyo para pag nag-add ako, isahan lang. Opo. So, yan. Ito kasi is, lang to, kumbaga, na lang, share na lang ng knowledge and idea sa mga magte-take ngayong March 2024. So, yung akala ko nga dati, nung December 7, akala ko yung average ko is mababa or line of 7. So, yung hinihingi kong sa totoo, yung dasal ko lang, 75. Masaya na ako sa 75, basta pasado, pero mas higit po doon. So, kasi ako minsan may time na, may time kasi na may traumatized na ako sa mga sinasabi ng ibang tao. So, may time na ayaw ko talagang nag-share ng mga credential sa Facebook. Mga achievement, ganon. Okay. So, sa ko, sa Gen Ed, I got 88. So, sa, ano pa ba yun? Professional education, I got 88. Lahat yun 88. Pagdating sa majorship, hindi po kataasan kasi line of 8 po siya. Pero hindi po siya line of 7. Line of 8 po siya. Same with straight. Lahat po yun. 8. 8. Diba yung nung lumabas yung exam, it is 7. Sa akin naman, lahat 8. Puro 8. Hanggang sa ratings 8. Okay, kaya nyo yan, maipapasa nyo yan. So, self-review lang din po ako talaga. Hindi po ako nag-attend ng review center kasi sa trabaho, sa mga paperworks. Ang ginagawa ko lang noon is, after kung sa work, ang hinahawakan ko is libro. Basa lang, aral, tapos, binawasan ko po. Kasi yung tips ko lang ha, pag magre-review kayo is ilayo nyo yung mga cellphone ninyo. Kasi may times na pag nagre-review, halimbawa lalo na kung nagre-review kayo isawak ninyo is libro, itago nyo muna po yung cellphone nyo kasi yan po yung number 1 enemy, yung cellphone. Okay? Kasi minsan, pag nagre-review, tapos parang tinamad, sumakit yung ulo dun sa question, ay kukunin sa cellphone. Kung ano-ano nang pinaghahanap sa cellphone, tinitingnan. So, yan po. Iwasan po yung So, ito pa. Yung iba po, i-deactivate nila yung Facebook account nila pag talagang desidido talaga silang makapasa. Dine-deactivate naman. Yung iba naman, ang ginagawa nila is, gumagawa sila ng time schedule. So, ako kasi noon, kasi pagod sa trabaho, di ba, they will start with 7 a.m. to 4 my work. So, hindi po pumapasok sa utak ko pag mag-aaral ako ng 7 in the evening. So, ipapahinga ko po yan. So, mas magandang mag-aral para sa akin. Di ko lang alam kung paano kayo, ano yung way of learning ninyo. So, sa akin kasi is 2 o'clock. Sa madaling araw po ako nagre-review. 2 o'clock, hindi, madaling araw. So, 2 o'clock yan. Gising, aral. Tapos, tulog ng kalahating oras, gising ulit, pasok na sa work. So, ganun yung naging rotation. Mahirap po yan sa una, lalo na kung maninibago yung katawan mo. Pero pag nasanay ka na, automatic yung katawan mo yun na yung mismong naggigising sa'yo. So, yun po yung mga tips na dapat nating sundin. Okay? Kasi para naman po yan sa atin. Okay. So, ayan. Okay, isasali ko po kayo sa natin, sa group chat. Kaso po, iaano ko muna lahat ng name ninyo. Pero kung may mga kakilala na po kayo, for example, kasali na po kayo sa group chat, so, kayo na po ang mag-add doon. Kasi may mga ibinigay na po akong pre-let reviewer doon na soft copy. So, i-download nyo na lang po. Ito pa po ha, mag-aral po kayo sa old curriculum and new curriculum. Wag po din kayo mag-focus sa new curriculum kasi may time na may question pa rin sa mga previous exam. Kaya, mas maganda mag-aral doon sa old and then sa new. Kailangan may mga copy kayo nun. So, yung mga sinend ko po sa inyo, yun yung mga nireview ko talaga. Ginamit kong reviewer. Nag-ano ko sa 2019, nag-start akong nag-review sa libro ng 2019 to 2023. Kasi minsan, di natin alam yung kakalabasan kasi wala namang nauulit. May familiarity pagdating sa board exam pero iniba nila yung terminologies, right? So kaya kailangan lang talaga nating mahasa yung understanding and metacognition skills. Tapos marunong tayong mag-eliminate. Kasi kung titingnan natin yung mga symbols, question, mga pagpipili ang sagot, minsan dikit na dikit ang pagitan. Minsan inisip natin ay tama na to pero mali pa rin. So we need to understand the main question. Okay, dun po sa GC, kahit di na po kayo magpaalam sa akin, basta may mga friends po kayo, pwede nyo na pong i-add doon automatic. Okay? So, ayan. Oras na po para mag-end live na tayo. Okay, mag-e-end live na tayo, guys. Kasi anong oras na? It is 10:48. So, yan na lang. God bless and thank you. So, mag-end na po tayo. And I hope natulungan ko kayo dito sa discussion sa TLE. Okay po? Pa-share na lang po ako mamaya. Okay, thank you po. Sige, basta yung di ko pa po na isasali, wait lang po kayo kasi isahan lang yan. Isang na lang yan, bagsak. Nire-record ko pa po yan. Okay. So, aside of trainers methodology, parang bukas, nasa fishery tayo and agriculture. Yun naman po yung pag-uusapan natin bukas. Fishery and agriculture. So, yung Prop Ed kasi, siguro magkakaroon tayo ng session sa Prop Ed, pero mas priority pa rin natin yung majorship. Okay? Okay, sige, Mickey, sino to? Si Christian. Okay, Christian, ikaw na lang mag-add dun sa group chat natin. Okay? Ng mga classmate mo. Sino pa? Jonathan. Si Queen Rowa, kung may mga classmate kayo, pwede nyong i-add na doon. Opo? So, wala namang doon. Basta, add lang kayo ng add kasi may time na doon ako mismo nagbibigay ng mismong let reviewer, soft copy. So, yan. Okay. Si ma'am nagtanong sa akin kung may bayad daw ba yung soft copy. Wala pong bayad yun, ma'am. Free po yun. Dalawa. Okay. So, ayan. Mas maganda po yung ganon, Bonyang. Kasi ako, honestly to say, hindi rin po ako nagpaalam na nag-take ako ng exam kasi nakaka-pressure yung mga expectation. Tsaka, ang hirap pag alambawa, bumagsak ka yung expectation ng parent tsaka yung mga kamag-anak. Okay, kaya mas magandang isikreto na lang muna. Ako sikretong nag-take ako eh. Yung ibang si tita na nalaman nga ni tita tapos na ako mag-exam eh. Kasama ko dito sa bahay. Okay. Kami lang dalawa talaga una nakakaalam na magti-take ako. Pero may mga marites talaga sa buhay natin na kahit itago natin pagdating ng result, mas nauna pang nagsabi sa magulang kaysa sa mismong nag-take. Okay. So, ayan. Okay lang kahit hindi nyo muna sabihin para hindi kayo ma-pressure. Mas masaya pag surprise na lang. Okay, Giselle. Wait lang po kayo ha kasi marami pa po akong ginagawang activity sa school. So, pag na-add ko po kayo is ililist ko po yung mga name ninyo. Opo, kukunin ko po yan. O kaya direct PM na lang po kayo kasi doon ako sa mismong chat kumukuha ng name. Sino yung mga nag-aano sa akin. Mas nauuna po yung nagda-direct PM. Opo, totoo. Maraming marites. Pag bumagsak ka, ichichismis ka kung ano-ano ang ichichismis sa'yo. With comparison pa yan. Iko-compare ka pa. Pero pag pumasa ka, abay, puro congratulations maririnig mo. Pero bigla mong maaalala yung mga panahon na bumagsak tapos mismo sila pa yung unang namuna or nag-compare. Diba? So, kaya mas magandang na lang. Huwag mo nang sabihin. Okay. So, ayan, basta i-aano ko na lang sa inyo. I-add ko na lang po kayo. Oy, Mer, Lumeda. Oy, pinsan, kumusta dyan sa sa Dubai? Pag umuwi ka, chocolate ha, Toblerone. Okay. So, ayan, goodbye po and have a nice night. Bye-bye.